Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I wanted to recreate a look that I love. It is this look right here, and this one has been making the rounds on social media for a little while now. This is a gorgeous smoky eye look, and the model's name I believe is Annalise and the makeup artist is J. MUA. I have been following her for quite some time. I've been a fan of her work for a while now. She does makeup that is very much characteristic of an Australian, sort of that Australian makeup artist look. Just very earthy and organic and kind of like lived in, I guess you could describe it as. This particular look is a bit different too because it's not that smoky eye that we've all seen a million times, and quite frankly are a little sick of seeing. I don't know, I am anyways. There's a lot of restraint and things are actually left a little natural around the face, which I kind of love. But she did have two different places on her Instagram where she explained the different products she used for this particular look, so I tried to piece it together as best I could. So this model was gorgeous. I'm just gonna start off by saying that she was very symmetrical. I'm gonna do my best. So in her clips for the model, she used Rhode skincare products. I don't have those. She used the glazing milk and some other things, but this is pretty similar. I feel like the Trinny London Bounce Back Peptide Moisturizer. By the way, it is a blizzard outside in Philadelphia right now, so I'm gonna be working as quickly as I can because I wanna go outside and play in the snow. She described it as like a milky, dewy glass skin look that she went with for the skin prep. I gotta give it a good shake because I haven't used it in a month or so. This is the iconic London Underglow Blurring Primer, and this is so beautiful. It really gives that same soft focus glowy look, and it smells so good. It kind of has a sweeter sugary scent. I'm using the e.l.f. brow lift, by the way. One thing I did notice about this look was that she didn't deepen the model's brows to meet the depth of the smoky eye. She actually kept them fairly natural and light. It's kind of how I normally do my brows anyways. So I'll do that first, brush through with my Hourglass Arch Fiber Brow Gel. So I do have the actual luminizer that was used in the look. This is the Rare Beauty Liquid Luminizer in the shade Mesmerize. She also goes back to this product at the end to put some finishing touches on the look. Just kind of applying this to the high points of my face just to start. And so she also kind of did a pre-conceal and a post-conceal. So I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm using my Exa Beauty High Fidelity Color Corrector in the shade Pink, and then I'm gonna blend that in with my Kosas Revealer Concealer. I'm gonna try to go in just fairly lightly with both of these. She used a cream eyeshadow by One Size in the shade Battle Ready. I don't have that particular shade in the One Size eyeshadow, so I'm gonna use this NARS bronzing cream in the shade Laguna 02. I feel like this is a really comparable color, and the formula I think will be perfect because it's actually a drier bronzing cream, so it's kind of a good one to use on the eyes for a base. And all of her eyeshadow application techniques were super simple and really easy to understand and follow along with. She didn't do anything crazy. She just brushed cream base, and that does look pretty close to the color, all over the eyes in very loose sweeping motions. Then she took like a chocolate brown eyeliner. This is the Colourpop Cream Gel Liner in the shade Sunnyvale, and I'm taking that around my waterline. Take a moment. She went all the way around the waterline, even into the inner tear duct, and then she also went on top here. She used a Made by Mitchell pencil, but this color is actually a very similar shade. Taking a soft little smudger brush, I like to use really soft ones so that it doesn't irritate my eyes. Trust the process. Trust it. Trust it. I'm gonna take this Lawless. This is the Summer Skin Velvet Matte Bronzer in the shade Golden Hour, and just dip that on a crease brush. This is all she did for the shadow. It was just the cream base and then a bronzer over top. And she, from what I saw in the video, just very loosely swept it through the crease, and it was nothing fancy. And it's definitely possible to overblend a look like this and like knock the cream bronzer just around too much, so just keep it easy, you know? I'm gonna take that same Lawless bronzer and just smudge it along the lower lash line. So she does that, and then she takes a darker bronzer shade. I think instead of doing that, I'm actually just gonna take an eyeshadow from the Natasha Denona All Neutral Biba palette. I think I'm gonna mix these two. So I just added that in the top and bottom to just like deepen everything. She used a Kryolan gel liner. I do not have any potted gel liners anymore. I'm gonna use the same liner that I used to smudge and go back to deepen the waterline. But I do have a brown mascara. This is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. For the amount of smoky eyes that I used to do on my channel, this looks so foreign to me right now. I'm gonna let my lashes settle for a second, and I am going to tailor this to my own face because I am not lovely Annalise, the model. I am myself. For my own eye shape, I need a little bit more lift right here. Just gonna add in a little bit more liner to the outer corners and smoke it out with that Biba palette. Yeah. Okay, cool. So again, a brown mascara was used for this look. So, you know, same with the brows. Ooh, I forgot how good this mascara is. The brows and lashes are just a little bit softer of a color than we're used to seeing with a smoky eye like this. I feel like when I was learning how to do smoky eyes, it always was the gradation, light to dark. It is still going light to dark with this eye look because we didn't use a black liner. We used a really, really deep chocolate brown one. So the liner just matches the lashes and it still all works. This mascara is gorgeous. So again, she did use individual lashes, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna wait to the end to decide. Okay, I'm gonna go in with the Lys or Lys Triple Fix Full Coverage Brightening Concealer on the areas that I have eczema, which is like everywhere. So it was really cool to see that. She actually didn't use any foundation on her model. She did bronzer blended in and then concealer blended out. But I need a little bit more correction. The model's wearing a really gorgeous, like super dewy cream bronzer, and so I'm gonna use my Sun Melt bronzer in Medium Bronze by Saie. Okay, that was a lot. I thought that this foundation technique for me personally was gonna be a disaster, but it's actually not quite as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I'm really selling it. She took the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, which is a little bit thicker. It's kind of mousse-like. It can sort of double as foundation. I didn't really think about that before, but that way you can kind of fudge the coverage a little bit more. I have this shade Light 2.75 Cannelle. Oh my gosh, I feel like it's kind of coming together. Okay, we're gonna buff around these areas. She did go under the eyes with it too, I think. Yeah, she kind of like fixed any fallout under the eyes. So she did mention that because the model has freckles that she wanted to use this technique of no foundation in order to let her freckles show through. And I just thought, oh man, this could go one of two ways. This could look pretty or be just a disaster on me because I do have a lot of freckles and they're not as precise as the models. They're more all over and then also precise extra ones across my nose, but they're just all over, you know? So, but I have to say it does look really pretty. I thought it was gonna be a little muddy on me and it's really not. So I don't know, this could be a new thing that we do. I'm just gonna lightly contour with this Lawless bronzer. Contour and just sweep the bronzer over my nose. So I'm gonna apply some of my Glow Recipe Plum Plump Hyaluronic Gloss Balm to my lips just to let that sink in. So I have my Kosas Cloud Set in the shade Breezy. Just gonna tap that around. So another thing that seems a little bit obvious that she did that I thought was really cool was she did her lip balm or her lip treatment. Again, I think she used the Rhode one. And then she just went in with a nude pencil over top of that. And then that was it. So it was sort of like this really natural, nudie, glossy lip, but there was no lipstick, no gloss on top, nothing like that. So it just blended so well with the rest of the face and the colors that she used. I don't know, I know that's so simple, but I kind of thought it was genius. So I was gonna use this L'Oreal one, but I feel like this might actually be too deep. So I'm gonna use the Rare Beauty Kind Words Matte Lip Liner in the shade Wise. Change of plans. I'm going in with the L'Oreal one. And I do have the exact product that she used for the I do have the exact product that she used for the faux freckles. The Revlon Colorstay Semi-Permanent Brow Ink. Shade is soft brown that I have, and I did notice that the freckles were not applied on the front of the bridge of the nose. It was more like a side situation. And I did kind of make it look more believable, to be honest. So we go back in with the Rare Beauty Liquid Blush in Mesmerize. And the same product to highlight the inner corners. And this was not like a spotlight that was touching the liner in the inner corners. It was more of like a soft halo that just kind of like hovered right here. The blush was a MAC blush and it seemed to me to be a powder formula. So I grabbed one that looked similar to me. This is Peachykeen. So I was really trying to avoid doing false lashes because I really don't enjoy doing false lashes anymore, but I think they're necessary for this look. You can see them on this side versus this side, and it's just like that little added something, you know? It balances out the lower lash line with the upper lash line. These are the Ardell Soft Touch Trios. They're little individuals, and I have some velour black plus lash adhesive. I don't know what this is, but I'm using it to stick on my lashes. Individuals are definitely the way to go, and these particular Ardell ones aren't super curvy or curly. They are really good. That made all the difference. I think you definitely do need the individuals with this. It just balances out that smokiness on the lower lash line, and it kind of gives the eye a little bit of like lift. So what do we think? It's crazy because when I went into the bathroom to like check this out close up, it really does look like the picture. I followed the exact tutorial that the makeup artist did, so it's gonna be, you know, similar. But just like that little like earthiness though, like the techniques that she used, the blending, the colors, the textures, it really does give you almost that like dirty smoky eye almost. Anyways, thank you guys so much for checking out this look. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you'd like to see more recreation videos on my channel, let me know. Just give this video a thumbs up. And I'll see you very soon in my next one. Bye.